Hello and welcome to Toto TCG. You are with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video on the channel. And as you can see, we're going to be starting our journey this morning with Scarlet and Violet's Twilight Masquerade. And we have, of course, our build and battle kit from our pre-release, which happened pretty much 2 weeks ago. So, you're probably thinking, why are we having a video now? Well, good question. If you're familiar with the channel, you'll know that we very much enjoy opening our box here to show off what we got, any packs and all that sort of stuff, and then also take a look at the other promos. And that was what we were waiting for. These other mysterious promos they basically took their time getting here, but we will be opening all of them and checking out all of the different decks as we go. So, Twilight Masquerade, it's looking like a awesome set. We have got Ogerpon on the front here, and we've got literally every single Ogerpon mask type as a Terra card, and it kind of works as a bit of a deck, kind of. Whether or not it sees sort of competitive play, I'm not too sure, but I do quite like it. There's a bit of synergy there with a couple of other things, so we might see Ogerpon sort of not messing the format up, but sort of jumping in and sort of assisting with some other decks and everything in the format. It is the same sort of normal build and battle kit with the sleeve, but of course Ogerpon is featuring on the front of it. I'm loving it because we've got a nice like sort of lime forest green going on here with that Ogerpon and the mask. Probably one of my favourites, especially when it terrestrializes and it looks like this with all the little vines coming off the side of it. It does really look awesome. So, without further ado, let's open this up and check out the inside. We've got a bigger picture of Ogerpon there. What was our promo for this pre-release? Well, we managed to get Thwackey. And I've kept all the sleeves on everything just so I knew what was what. So we will take a little look at our deck first off. We'll take a look at the deck. And we did get a couple of little pulls, which I've left at the back, so we can have a little look at that. So it's a good way of obviously checking out what our pulls were, and also what the actual deck was. Which, to be fair, it worked pretty well. It did work pretty well indeed. So the promo itself is Thwackey. So not Grookey, not Rillaboom, but Thwackey. And the reason for that is the ability, really, is the Boom Boom Groove. Once during your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Lead ability, you may search your deck, for a card and put that into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Now, I mean, at some point, I think I had 3 of these out, and I was just sort of like, or at least I had 1, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just Boom Boom Groove for the second one, put that one and evolve it, and then Boom Boom Groove again, get the third one, and then get the card I needed, leaving me next turn with like 3 of these ready to grab 3 cards that I needed that turn, which just seemed, during a pre-release, just seems pretty cool. You know, if you wanted a trainer or an energy, then you can go and grab it with Thwackey. He's on the bench as well, so you know, you can just sort of chill back on the bench with that, but the overall artwork for this one is looking stunning. It's one of those that we had the Rillaboom when I was going to say Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield came out. They gave a Rillaboom promo then, and yeah, we now get Thwackey. So when are we going to get Grookey? Almost a full playset, but yeah. So we managed to get that, which is awesome. And you can't have Thwackey without having a cute little Grookey right there. We've got Smash Kick and Branch Poke. To be honest, I wasn't really using this. I think if I put a Grass Energy on it, this was more on the bench until we got that Thwackey because I wanted the ability going. So we managed to get 3 of those. I think there was 3 in the kit, so that was pretty cool. Then that was the regular looking Thwackey with the Boom Boom Groove. So there's 2 of those in there. Now I think I may have pulled one in my pack, so I just put another one in there, so I had 3. We also had the Rillaboom going in here as well with Drum Beating for 60, and it basically increases the retreat cost of your opponent. Wood Hammer for 180 for 2 energies is pretty big. It does 50 to itself, but to be honest, you know, 180, if you can get 3 of those off, and even if your opponent's got an EX, then yeah, this thing was taking them out quite quickly. So that was all really, really awesome. We then had Applin. Now the reason for Applin is basically because it did evolve up. We did also pull a dragon type Applin, and I thought, you know what, let's put another one in there. We had Find a Friend. So this is search your deck for a Pokemon and reveal it and put it into your hand. So I could just find a friend and find an evolution. So for example, we could then go for Diplin, which was the whole point, is get and evolve up into Diplin. Diplin has that Festival Lead ability. If Festival Grounds, now what's Festival Grounds? Well, we'll get to that, is in play, this Pokemon may use an attack it has twice. Yeah. If the first attack knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses a new active Pokemon. So what this means, well, quite literally, you can attack twice. And if you do if you do knock one out during that first attack, they bring up another one and you attack again. So you could potentially get rid of two different Pokemon. And then Do the Wave is, this attack does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So if you've got full bench, that would then be 120 in total. So, or 240 with the Festival Lead kicked in. So there's two of those in there. We pulled a Hollow Ogerpon, so of course I had to put that in there. It's the full thing of the set. Most of the time I was sort of charging up for an Ogre comeback, but Mountain Stroll maybe happened about once or twice just to try and get some more energies in hand. Yes, I know it's a pre-release, but energies were quite hard to come by at some points. So we wanted that just to make sure we had the right energies, because we had a mixture of our energies. So it was quite important to make sure that was going on. Ogre comeback then is 20 plus, and then this attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So again, could do 120 there potentially with Ogre comeback, so not too bad. So nice little grass line there. In terms of monkeys, we then move over into Chimchar with Fire Breathing, 20 plus, and then flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more. So there's two of those. That evolves then into Monferno. So we've got Chop and Heat Blow. So Chop does 40 and then 80 with 3, and you discard an energy from this Pokemon. But the main thing was to try and evolve up into Infernape, because that ability helps charge things up very quickly. 140 HP, Fire type, stage 2. Pyro Dance though, once during your turn, you may attach a basic Fire Energy card and then a basic Fighting Energy card, or one of each. So you could potentially add 2. Then the attack was 200 damage, which is massive, and you discard an energy card from your hand. Now the great thing is that once this is there, with me, I was attaching a Fighting Energy, so you're able to get this the Pyro Dance off with a double attachment. You attach for turn if possible, but then the next turn we had Grass Energy, and it works fine. So yeah, that was going pretty well. That was going pretty well. We pulled a reverse Infernape, so I thought, you know what? We've got a 2-2-2 line. Let's go with that. Then our trainers here, we've got Nestball, Youngster, Great Ball, Larry, Buddy Puffin. We've got Salvatore. Then we move into our newer trainer cards. So we've got Festival Grounds here. So it's not that mighty impressive, but go with me here. Each Pokemon that has an energy card attached, both yours and your opponent's, recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by special conditions. So totally stops them, which is really interesting because I think there's going to be a whole Petulant deck about poisoning. So Festival Grounds could be massive in terms of stopping that, because if you've got an energy, they can't poison you, and also they can't be poisoned, which stops all of the sort of extra stuff. The Petulant comes out in our sort of special set, I think in August, so one to look out for. One to definitely look out for. So we got Festival. We got Reverse Kieran as well. I thought this might be an interesting one because it gives you 2 different options here. Great little artwork there. So choose one, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and then during your turn, attacks by your Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX, and active Pokemon V as well. So a nice little way to boost that up. I thought if anyone's got an EX, then this can help sort of add the numbers up a little bit more. Now this is an interesting one. So we've got Picnicker right here. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, I mean, yeah, you could say it's from this set, but flip a coin if heads draw 4 cards, and then if tails draw 2. But look at this. It's actually a Black Star promo, which I don't think has ever happened before with pre-release trainers. So I'm hoping that we can get a full playset with what we're opening here today. Maybe it was like a one-off, so we can get the whole 4. But I just find that funny how it's a Black Star promo, but yeah, it's been thrown in here. So we may see this one again in our pre-release. Then our energy was a mix of 4 grass, then we had 5 fire, 1 fighting, just the 1, but then the kit came with 2 luminous energies as well, which I thought was quite interesting, because obviously it's a mixture of anything. As long as there's just 1 of these, it can be any energy. So I thought, yep, that's cool. So a nice little split there. So yeah, overall on the day, it went pretty well. It did go pretty well. Trying to think where we placed. I think I placed 5th. Not that you get anything for where you come specifically, but then again, I think I did, because for the first time I actually got something a little bit extra on top of the prize packs, which is odd because it just never normally happens. Never normally happens. But there we go. That was our deck for the day, which did lead to our prize packs. Now look, there we go, we even got a prize pack. I've never had, well, I've had one of these, but I've never had this during a pre-release where you come decides if you get one or 2 of these. So I think because we got 5th place, it was like, there you go, have one. So we will open that as well. This will all be opened at the end. Yes, believe it or not, we have had to wait 2 weeks to open those packs, so there better be something good in there. We've hopefully generated something awesome. So let's have a little look at the rest of it. Of course, you do get your little card here with a little bit of information about the set. So we'll just open this up. So you get a little bit of information about building tips and stuff like that, as usual, with a little QR code as well. And then on the back as well, you've got a set list here all the way to 226 cards in total. But yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot. But there we go. So let's have a little look at those extras here. Let me put the pulls off to the side that we got for it. And you're probably thinking, well, hold on, if you've got pulls, why did you not put them in? There's a reason for that. So we've got a load of energies here. Then we've got a couple of trainers. Now we like to have a little look at trainers first off, just to see what's what with these. So we've got Accompanying Flute. Reveal the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose any number of basic Pokemon you find there and put those Pokemon onto their bench. Your opponent shuffles the other cards back into their deck. Now the only thing I was thinking of during the pre-release is like, oh, it's good for Ogerpon, but it's not good because I'm helping my opponent set up. So I was thinking Ogerpon is going to rely on the bench being full, great for this, but they're going to be able to get ready, for their own plays by me playing this. So I thought, you know what, we're not playing that. There's also a Love Ball in this set. Search your deck for a Pokemon with the same name as one of your opponent's Pokemon in play, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So this could be quite interesting because maybe you're playing Bidoof and your opponent's playing Bidoof or Giratina. So you can go and get a Giratina, that sort of thing. But you could always get a Giratina with like a Nest Ball or something like that, same with Bidoof. So not too sure whether Love Ball will see play, but it's pretty cool to see it. And if we got a gold card of this, it would probably look absolutely ridiculous. It'd probably be quite cheap as well. We've got Cook here. Looks as if he's made a Croque Monsieur type thing, although it's very saladly. Actually, that might not be a Croque Monsieur, that's the fried egg on top with, yeah, there's a lot of nice food going on this Cook card. This is Heal 70 from your active Pokemon. I thought if we're going to get an EX, this would be ideal because it keeps it going, but we didn't, so we took that one out. We got Chi-Yu. Okie Dokie is a holo rare in this set. A lot of people were playing this against me, but I decided to take this out only because it was another energy to add in. So if this Pokemon has a Dark Energy attached, it gets 100 plus HP, and attacks it uses does 100 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, which sounds great, but it was another energy that I just thought, oh, maybe not, because we'd have to put 3 energy, in total for Good Punch. Not to use it, but just to get that Adrenaline power, because obviously it needs a Dark Energy. Tatsugiri, attract customers, the ability there. We'll come back to that, believe me. We've got Sunkern, another Thwackey there, so we could have had another one. Poltergeist is in here. Illumise, Seeking, Snorunt, Scolipede, Bellybolt, Energy. A couple of reverses there, even Hollow Enamorous in this set as well, which is pretty cool. Wattrel, Glimmet, Heliolisk, Palafin here. Hero to 0, this is an interesting one. So once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench, you may search your deck for a Palafin EX. No spoilers as to what EX is in this set. And switch it with this Pokemon. Any attached cards, effects, damage counters, special conditions in play, and other effects remain on the new Pokemon. And if you switch to Pokemon in this way, put this card into your deck, then shuffle your deck. So a nice way of obviously doing what it does in the game, 0 to hero, getting out the Palafin EX. This is a Palafin though, so it does evolve from Finazin. So it's almost like a stage 2, but you could obviously, if this is on the... So when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench, so you need to retreat it, and then you can put it up into its actual form. Frogadier, Nosepass, Iron Bundle, Probopass, Energy, Corphish, Helioptile, Finazin, there's the Finazin, Aggron, Clefable, Basic Dark, we got that awesome looking Abra, we also got an Alakazam as well, Alakazam back in this one, great to see, Skarmory and Dracloak right there as a holo, or reverse should I say. And then our little promo card was Ogerpon's little card right here, showing off Thwackey and Infernape, just giving you a little bit of trainer tips, as it says, for that deck, which was pretty nice. So yeah, that was what we had from our kit. We've got a little opening of the packs at the end. But what did we get from our pulls? Well, let's have a little look here. We've got ourselves an EX and also a special illustration rare. But what have we got? Well, here we go. We have got Luxray EX, and as you could probably tell, we didn't get any of the evolution for Luxray EX, which is what we needed. So it's a lightning type, 310 HP lightning type Pokemon. We got Piercing Gaze for 120, your opponent reveals their hand, discard a card you find there, and Volt Strike for 250, and you discard all energy from this Pokemon. But 250, pretty devastating indeed, but also that Piercing Gaze for 120 and you're discarding a card. Yeah, we like that. From their hand as well, you know, you're discarding what you want, so that's pretty cool. The other one was Fion, which looks amazing because we've got Wailords, we've got Wailmers. I can't really see any others on there, but it looks so cool. Swimming around, having a great time. We got, that's Beacon. That's not Beacon, because Beacon is an A. Potentially. I don't think it's Beacon. Beacon. Maybe it is Beacon. Have they spelt that wrong? I swear Beacon is B-E-A. Anyway, and we've also got Energy Press as well there. One that I was thinking of playing, but I thought, you know what, let's not. Let's just leave this out. 70 HP, it's going to get knocked out quite quickly. It looks lovely, don't get me wrong, but I just thought, yeah, we'll take that out with the... Of course, the Luxray not going to go in, because it would have just been a bit of a waste. We wouldn't have been able to play it anyway. So, that is what we managed. So there we go. Right, so let's move on to these other promos. Let's see what else we can get. We've got one little card down here. We've got our box there. And we've got, of course, our Thwackey right here as well. Let's see what else joins the crew. So, we've got our promos all sealed and ready to go. Finally, they have arrived. So, our first one here is going to be Infernape. Oh yes, we get an Infernape one. So let's get this opened, because of course we love to take a look at all of these. Okay, pop that off to the side. So we've got our code, and then here we go. So we've got Infernape, boom. There it is, looking very, very menacing indeed. Loving that. Definitely a lot of fiery fire going on there. Looking great in that photo. Very, very cool. Nice little picture there. But yeah, we've gone through this with the Pyro Dance and Scorching Fire, but just wanted to make sure we show off that lovely looking promo artwork. It will get a sleeve, don't worry. So let's have a look at what we've got here. A little bit of a spoiler. We've got Infernape, and we've also got Florges in this one. And this one's also going to be an Ogerpon. There we go. Okay. So you've also got a little bit here about the Luminous Energy, so I think we might have some Luminous Energy in here as well. But yeah, let's have a little look and see what this one is all about. Of course, we have got the Chimchar line, so we'll go Chimchar, Chimchar, Monferno, Monferno, and Infernape. So we do get a 2-2-2 line. We're then going to Florges here. So what's this one doing? Captivating Invitation. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot, and the new active Pokemon is now confused. Okay, Magical Shot then for 120, so a little bit of confusion going on there. So we've got a 2-2-2 line. Okay, so we got Psychic and Fire going on here. We then got an Okidogi in here, so a little bit of Dark Energy as well with that Adrena power. Tatsugiri as well with the Attract Customers. We'll get to that one. Then we also have Pheasantipity put in here as well. Nice little extra. So we get a little baby Pokemon for the Loyal 3, as it were. New trainer here with Caretaker. So draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, and if Community Center is in play, shuffle the Caretaker into your deck instead of discarding it. So a nice way of obviously returning Caretaker back to your hand, getting 2 more cards, and then of course, what's Community Center? Well, hopefully we've got it in here somewhere. We've got Nemona, draw 3. Perrin, new one. So we've got reveal up to 2 Pokemon in your hand and put them into your deck. If you do search your deck for up to that many Pokemon, reveal them. So you don't have to be basic, they can be anything you want. So if you don't have the right ones in your hand, Perrin can sort you out with the correct ones. So very cool. Perrin, of course, photographer, looking for that Blood Moon Ursaluna. Definitely doesn't give away what's in the set, but there we go. Perrin as well. We've got Youngster. There it is, Community Center. Okay, so once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter card from their hand this turn, they may heal 10 damage from each of their Pokemon. So, nice little way. You've got the Caretaker there, drawing you cards, Community Center allowing you then to heal for 10 on everything. So nice little way of keeping them going, which is quite nice. We've got Great Ball, Nest Ball, Rare Candy, and we've also got Rescue Board as well. So a couple of little searchy options there, very nice. And then our energy split here is 6 Psychic. We've got 6 Fire, 2 Fighting, and 2 Luminous Energy. So I guess you take a look at that, obviously having a look at the pack as well, and seeing what's what. But yeah, I would definitely probably say try and stick with what they give you. It's always a sort of given. Stick with that. If you do get something pretty nice, definitely try and use that, because sometimes that can be a bit of a game changer. But yeah, of course you do get some of our regular sort of bits and pieces that we're usually accustomed to in the pre-release kits. We can put them off to the side, and that is our stack for that one. Very interesting. Not too sure if a lot of people that I've faced with the Florges enjoyed it, because it just didn't seem as strong as potentially what I was playing with the Thwackey and the Applin. It seemed more viable, more sort of, you know, more attack was being done. You know, Florges were doing 120, whereas I'm doing 240. Pretty big with the Driplin. So, Infernape, all sorted. Let's pop Chimchar off to the side here, and let's take a look at our third promo from this set. And we have got, boom, we've got Frostlass. Yeah, nice little Frostlass here. So well, let's have a little look and get this one out so we can check out this promo. Let's see what this one's all about. Let's pop that off to the side and let's have a little look at Frostlass now. So Frostlass, we've got Freezing Shroud as the ability. During Pokemon Checkup, which is basically in between turns, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, both yours and your opponent's, except any Frostlass. So Frostlass doesn't get it, but anything with an ability. So Thwackey would be taking damage. So an interesting one to look out for, but we got Frost Smash there for 60. Probably just going to be playing this one for the ability, to be fair, because Frost Smash for 60, not massive. It is only 90 HP as well when it evolves, which just seems really, really sort of a bit weak, to be honest. Especially when we have a little look at that Snorunt. Where does that come in? Well, we will see. Alright, so Frostlass Infernape, we've got, of course, Grass, Fire, Water. Interesting little split. Our little trainer tips here is going to say that we've got Frostlass mixed with Infernape, but we've got Dragapult, Terra Dragapult, on the front here of this card. Very nice. There we go. Just gives you a little bit of insight into this one, so if you want to have a pause, you can absolutely go for it. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got in here. We have got Infernape, Monferno, and Chimchar, a 2-2-1 line. We've then got a Glalie. Okay, so we've got Glalie in here as well. Nice to get the 2 evolutions here. Damage beat 20 times. Attack does 20 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So nice little synergy there with Frostlass. And Crazy Headbutt for 140. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. So we've got 2 Glalie. Then moving to Frostlass, which looks as if it will be a holo in the set as well. It's quite nice. I think this holo could look pretty cool. Quite like it being up close. That's nice. Freezing Shroud, of course, we have seen. So we've got 1 of those, but 2 with our promo. Snorunt as well. We've managed to get a 4-line. Okay, that's really cool. We get a 4-line of Snorunt as well. So you can play the 4-line of Snorunts, and you've got plenty of options there with evolving up into potentially 4 other different things. So that is pretty cool. We like that. We like that. What have we got here? Well, we've got Monkey Dory as well. Again, with that Adrena Brain. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Great synergy there, because if you've got an ability hanging around on your Frostlass, or maybe on the Infernape with that ability, you can move them around with Monkey Dory and potentially get a bit of a KO there. So love that. Very, very cool. Monkey Dory. Okie dokie as well is in here. Nice how like pretty much every single one has got like 1 of these or 2. So the loyal 3 definitely making their first debut. Not for the last time though. We've got Youngster, Nemona. We do get another Picnica. That's good. Okay. We've got Salvatore, Nest Ball, 2 Nest Ball, Buddy Buddy Poffin, Great Ball, Ultra Ball. Look at all this search. Basically no trainers from the new set though. I don't really want to class this as a new trainer because it's a promo, but I mean, yeah, okay. Interesting that that hasn't happened. Our split here for energy is going to be a 6 for fire, a 6 for water, 2 for fighting, and 2 luminous energy as well. So seems to be a bit of a theme there. You've got 6, 6, 2, 2. So seems to be the theme. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. You can definitely see now we're duplicating on these Pokemon, but a lot of these are somewhat of holos in the set, so it gives us those non-holos, which makes it look almost a little bit more exclusive. So let's keep Picnica with this, just for the time being. Let's move that off to the side actually, and then we can concentrate on our last promo. We have Thwackey, Infernape, Frostlass. There's 1 Pokemon we've seen twice, but not read it. It's Tatsugiri. We got the Tatsugiri promo as well, which goes into a Dragon type. So no, we don't have a Lightning type. It goes straight to Dragon here. Let's have a little look at this fishy dude. and see what this one is all about. Finally, we can read the ability. But there's no point spoiling it. You could have paused, but anyone that's obviously quite well up with the set will know exactly what Tatsugiri is going to be doing. So let's have a look and see what it is going to be doing. Tatsugiri. So we've got attract customers. Let's bring this as close as we can. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter card you find there and put it into your hand, then shuffle the other cards into your deck. Now that ability would have been absolutely rubbish if it said, find a supporter, your turn ends. But it doesn't. It allows you to obviously get that supporter, you can retreat it for 1 and then carry on with whatever you were going to be doing. But if you find a supporter, obviously you can play it. Could be a Nemona, could be anything you want. But yeah, a very interesting little sort of support card, if you will. It's got 70 HP and then 50 for damage there with a fire and water type. So yeah, for Surf. So yeah, I think the ability is definitely what's the good thing about this. But that artwork looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. So that is our final promo right there with Tatsugiri. But let's have a little look, see what we've got here. We've got another very potential split here of Infernape and Florges. It would have been pretty cool to see Florges and Rillaboom, but we'll take that. Do we have a different colour? No, we don't. Ah, there we go. So we got 3 Ogerpon masks. Of course, there are other different backs that could be. For example, like the Sinister? The Sinister, potentially? Could have been one. But if somebody did get that, let me know in the comments below what that combo was. I think sometimes these can be different artworks, but the same back, and the front is different, because I think the last one we had that with our pre-release. But let me know if you did get that. Let me know what those different ones were, just so we can sort of see some combos going on. So let's have a look, see what we've got in here. Could be a lot of cards that we already know. We've got Chimchar 2, Monferno 2, Infernape 1, so 2-2-1 line. We've got Florges 2, Floette 2, and Flabebe 2, so 2-2-2 line. Then we've got Okidogi, another Tatsugiri, and Pheasantipity, all of which we know very well. Caretaker, which we've seen. Nemona. We've got Perrin, Youngster, Community Centre, Great Ball, Nest Ball, Rare Candy, yep, Rescue Board, cool. And then we've got our 6-6-2-2 line. There we go. Very, very cool indeed. There we go. Tatsugiri right there. I mean, from what I've heard from people when they were playing this, the floor just wasn't that strong. But a lot of people were obviously quite enjoying like this Okidogi. I mean, it's just a one-off in this kit in particular. So whether it's any good or not is one thing. But I quite enjoyed playing Thwackey, and we've only come across this Thwackey Applin line once. So seems like it was quite a strong one for me anyway. But yeah, overall, very, very interesting there. Pretty much every single kit came with Chimchar. That is incredible. Every single kit came with a Chimchar all the way to Infernape. So we've got a play set of that Infernape non-hollow, which is just ridiculous. You can see all the fire in those stacks. But yeah, let's just have a little looky at our promos. Oh no, let's just pop Infernape. That's not Infernape, that's Thwackey. What am I about? Let's pop all of these out so we can have a good look at all of them. There we go. Boom. Looking incredible right there. Nice little mixture. I love when you get that grass, fire, water. Of course, it's all the different starters. Obviously, Frostlass isn't a starter, but and then you just go straight to Dragon all the way to the end. Could have been a normal type, but no, we get Dragon. But yeah, nice little split there of all of our little promos right there. Really, really cool. So, without further ado, let us continue with our packs, seeing what we've got here. Let's have a look at this prize pack. Let's see what we got. I have opened multiple of these when I was doing Pokemon every Tuesday, and then Lorcana happened, and that took over. They both happen on the same night for me, so I'm just sort of like, oh, okay, good. So anyone who's not familiar with these, you'll basically get cards from previous sets with a trainer stamp on them. So you'll see this little stamp there. It's a bit of an exclusive, and you've got the potential to get like a shiny card, shiny energy, potentially an EX, something a bit bigger. Nothing exclusive in these, but obviously the exclusive is having that stamp. So let's have a look. We've got Beach Court. We've also got Lunatone, Diancie, Beach Court Hollow. There we go. We've got Damage Pump as well, and a lovely little fighting energy as well with that little trainer stamp as well. So it gives you that little bit extra. But you could see the Beach Court was a hollow, and also we got it there as well. Although for myself, Beach Court not bad because I was playing Miraidon, and it was relying on that Beach Court just to get those retreats going all around. So yeah, pretty cool to get two of those. Quite coincidental that we managed to get that one. So if you want me to show these off, let me know in the comments below. Although they are from like the series 1s to 2, so I might not bother, especially if people don't really comment about that. If I get more comments about this than this, then yeah, I think I know where I'm at. So I'll pop these back in here just to keep these nice and safe in there. Right, let's have a look at these packs then. The prize packs that have taken 2 weeks for me to open. Let's see if it was worth it. Fingers crossed it was. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Twilight Masquerade, first packs opening on the channel. Here we go. We've got Sunkern, Abra, Skarmory, we've got Applin, Iron Bundle, Probopass, Love Ball, Farfetch'd as our first reverse, Ninetales as our second, and Hollow of Monkey Dory right there with a water energy as well. Okay. Hollow Monkey Dory. Hollow Monkey Dory. And that's off to the side. Okay, onto Torkoal. Let's bring this down. There we go. Nice. Okay. So we've got Torkoal, Kadabra, Haluncha, Tangrowth, Leafeon, Swanna, Glamora. We've got Leafeon as our first reverse, into Slugma as our second reverse, and hollow or better, it's going to be another hollow, and that's going to be of Enamorus right there with a lightning energy. No matching energies. Are we just going to be going here for 3 hollows? I've waited 2 weeks for 3 hollows. Oh, you're spoiling me. Come on, let's have something in this pack. Come on. Let's go, come on. Oh, we have got something. We have got something. Oh, I can see it. I can see it, and it's pink. We've got Hisuian Growlithe, Poliwag, Apom, Darumaka, Clefable, we've got Cook, we've got I wonder what we have. We've got Palafin into Secret Box as our ace spec right here. First ace spec of Twilight Masquerade in Secret Box. You can use this card only if you discard 3 other cards from your hand. That's hefty, but search your deck for an item card, a Pokemon tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium card. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That is amazing. Wow, you get all of that from your deck, and then you're able to shuffle it. Okay, and then you get rid of 3 cards. It's an interesting cost, but obviously when you're getting 4 cards back, not too bad indeed. Not too bad. Secret Box right there, going into Infernape reverse, okay. And it's just going to be probably a hollow. It is indeed. Coincidentally, we get Infernape and Frostlass from our promos with a dark energy as well. Well, there we go. Not too bad overall. Little start there to our set with three pulls so far. 3 pulls, one EX, 1 illustration rare, and 1 of our lovely ace specs. I think there's about 6 or 7. I think there is 7 in this set again. Could be just 6. But we will see. We will see what we have. And hopefully we will have our opening coming up later on today. And then we should have a booster box as well. So could be spoiling you with 3 videos today, which is absolutely nuts for the release date, but we will see what happens. Might sort of spread it out, but we want to obviously have a look at this new set. And what better way than to open a booster box for an hour? Yes, we like to see it. Okay, so there we go. Hope you guys did enjoy our little look at our pre-release kit, the build and battle kit, should I say. All 4 promos from this set and the pack opening as well, of course, more importantly. So there we go. I'll leave it here for this video. Hope you enjoyed. We'll have a unboxing of everything first and then a booster box video for hopefully the rest of today. So plenty of stuff still to come. So stick around, subscribe and comment like I said about these if you have been to your pre-releases. What were the other backs and fronts of these? What were they? Let me know in the comments below. But apart from that, I'll leave it here and I'll catch you guys in the next video on the channel. I'll see you there.